What's up, everyone? It's Denise Salcedo. Welcome back to the channel. With me right now is the Rising Stars champion, Jairee Baker. Jairee, it is nice to see you. How are you?
I'm great. Nice to see you as well.
Yeah, you know, man, the last time we saw you was UNF 7. You had your you defeated Cameron Fardard via TKO. And I got to ask you, since then, you got your next fight coming up, UNF 14th. Tell us what's been going down between the last time we saw you and now heading into this next fight.
Honestly, it's just been the same thing. I had a conversation with my teammates the other day, and they were asking me what my training schedule was like as far as being a champion, and I told them it was the same thing that got me here, So I just been doing the same thing, showing up to practice. If anything, just drilling more, picking my coach's brains a little more, stuff like that, trying to get in more with my teammates, doing the full aspect of it rather than just trying to train and compete, you know what I mean? Trying to actually be a businessman in this sport and try to grow in it.
It's very important, too, because, of course, we know that the first thing is skill and passion, right? But then you want to make sure you make money. So on top of that, there's branding and a million other things. You yourself are your own business.
Exactly. You're exactly right.
So, going into UNF 14, we got the challenge. So how are you preparing for this fight?
I know that he's a kickboxer, and he had a early stoppage, I feel like, against Edrin Ajami. I was expecting for Edrin to be my next opponent again, for us to face off a second time. But it is what it is. Hats off to Isaac for his performance. But I just know it's that he has long arms. I know that he's a kickboxer, more of a striker, so that's all I'm really looking forward to. And I know he's younger, so I know he has, energy and cardio and all that good stuff. But
so let me ask you, since you've won the Rising Stars Fighting Championship, has that changed your mentality? Has that changed anything in terms of how you look at your career, how you look at MMA? What has the belt changed in your life?
It's really made me appreciate where I'm at in life, and everything that I have in this moment right now, and not to rush to the next moment. It's really helped me to hone in on what I need to focus on to get me to that next step, and it's not really so much more as I have this, it's so much as I've conquered this, what's next.
Yes, it's like you got to celebrate the small victories too, or like any sort of victory, right? Because you're always thinking about then go, then go, then go. But there's so many things that happen in between that it's just like the thing you gotta appreciate the moment.
That's exactly right, and that's one thing my coaches were putting me on to, and I was telling them I didn't feel like a champion. It's weird, to say that and to have the belt, but it's true in some senses. Whether you have the belt or not, sometimes when you're on top, that's when people cheering for you, but as soon as you out of the game, then they don't know who you are anymore. But it's the same either way, I know I was talking to a family member yesterday, and I was asking if they knew who Kamaru Usman was, and he's been the champion, and they don't even know who he is. You know what I mean? So it's a give or take on both sides. It's just finding balance in life.
Exactly. Now, I do want to ask you one final question. We are almost about to round out the year. We're about to get into a whole new year, which is just crazy to think about. But for you, when you think about what you've done this year, what would you say are some of the highlights? And then also, what are some of the goals that you may have in mind for next year?
One of the biggest highlights, I would say, is just be getting up and facing the battles every day just like everybody else does. It's not easy making it in this world, So I just give myself credit for that, for getting up every day and battling the thoughts, that sort of thing that we all deal with. Being a father to my son, being able to do more for him, and just put myself in a better position. So I feel like it's just overall made me a better person.
That's really incredible. Well, Jairee, congratulations once again on being Rising Stars champion, and I can't wait to see you at UNF 14. If you guys want to grab your tickets, the link is in the description box below. We'll catch you guys next time.